Look, nobody stands up. These people are crazy. I'm telling you. They're crazy. Amazing. Kevin. Boy, oh boy. We're lucky we have a country. With people like this, Democrats are destroying our country, but we've stopped it just in the nick of time.
Trump's popularity is at its lowest point of his second term. Chlamydia is now more popular than Donald Trump.
108 minutes. That is how long Donald Trump spoke to Congress on the night of the 24th of February, 2026. The longest State of the Union address in American history. A record. His own record broken again. By himself. Jimmy Kimmel's production team had started taping before the speech was even over. They could not wait any longer.
You and I have something in common. We have both been immortalized on social media by our former president, Donald Trump.
Yeah, he's so stupid. Look at the lame, inane things that he said. He's so stupid, he can't even say anything clever or smooth. He's a moron.
Which country are you watching this from right now? Drop it in the comments, because what Kimmel said on that stage when Trump finally finished traveled to more countries than the speech did. And by the following morning, the United States White House had officially responded, and in doing so, they proved every word Kimmel had said without meaning to. This is narrative analysis, grounded in documented public statements, official White House communications, verified polling data, and Supreme Court rulings that are on the public record. Every word spoken that night is real. Kimmel opened his monologue the way he opens it when something has genuinely unsettled him without performing. He looked at the audience and said flatly, "What a speech it wasn't." He said Trump had just delivered the longest address to Congress in history. Then he paused and said, "When you ramble mostly incoherently for 2 hours, is that technically still a speech? Or does it at some point become a conniption fit?" The audience broke immediately, but Kimmel's expression did not change because he was not done yet, not even close. He described Trump's speech the way an analyst describes a document they have read twice and found consistent throughout. He said the theme of the speech was all foreigners are murderers. He said Trump bragged about ending DI. He said Trump bragged about kicking 2 million people off food stamps. He looked at the audience. He said, "It was like a Christmas message from the Grinch." The room was laughing, but Kimmel shifted register, the way he does when the next thing is not a joke. He said, "Here is the real state of the union." And then he delivered 60 seconds that covered more ground than 108 minutes had. He said, "We have a nutjob wannabe king who is doing everything he can to censor opinions he doesn't want to hear. He has his goons arresting, incarcerating, and killing American citizens. He has cut funding for cancer research and children's hospitals while raking in literally billions of dollars for himself and his family. He is coming after our right to vote. He is protecting pedophiles and won't explain it."
Here's the real state of the union, okay? We have a nutjob wannabe king who's doing everything he can to censor opinions he doesn't want to hear. He has his goons arresting, incarcerating, and killing American citizens. He's got funding for cancer research and children's hospitals, while he rakes in literally billions of dollars for himself and his family. He's coming after our right to vote. He's protecting pedophiles and won't explain it.
He paused after that line. One full beat, the studio absorbed it. Then he continued. He is lining the pockets of billionaires while neglecting the sick, the poor, the hungry in the name of Jesus, who you can read all about in a Donald Trump edition of the God Bless the USA Bible made in China, available for $99.99. He looked at the audience. He said, "That is the State of the Union." The studio erupted, but the most significant moment of the night had not happened on that stage yet. It was happening in real time as the clip began to move across every platform. Variety published it within the hour. Rolling Stone had it before midnight. By the time Kimmel's show ended, the segment was already on its way to becoming the most shared late-night clip of the week. If you are watching this and you want to see the moment when the response to a monologue proved the monologue, subscribe and hit that like button, because what the White House did the following morning is the part that made political analysts go completely silent. While Kimmel slept, The White House Director of Communications, a senior official of the United States government, sat down and published an official response on government communications about a comedian addressed by name. The statement read, "Jimmy Kimmel is a sad, angry, and insufferable idiot who probably didn't even watch the speech and is recycling his tired, ineffective material." Kimmel had said on national television that Trump was doing everything he could to censor opinions he didn't want to hear. The White House responded by name on official government channels to call him an insufferable idiot. Many observers noted quietly that the White House had just demonstrated the point using official government communications at dawn, the morning after Kimmel made it. But there was one more layer. Because the night of the speech, Kimmel had also held up something else. After playing clips from the address, he noted that Trump had spoken for 108 minutes to the United States Congress. He spoke about the economy, he spoke about tariffs, he spoke about immigration, he spoke about foreign policy. Kimmel held up a screenshot of a heavily redacted government document and noted that during those 108 minutes, Trump had made no mention of the Epstein files, not one word. In 108 minutes, political observers noted that Trump had gone into the SOTU with his lowest approval numbers of the second term. Polling had him at 36%. Trump, speaking about it in the days prior, had told reporters his number was 40. Kimmel told the audience, "You are at 36%. He noted, Trump has a weird pathological reflex to raise the number. Even when it is a bad number, he raises it to a slightly less bad number. Then he said, "I don't think this is working anymore." The speech lasted 108 minutes. It broke a record. The White House called it phenomenal. The next morning, they used official government communications to attack the comedian who had responded to it. Kimmel had said, Trump was doing everything he could to censor opinions he didn't want to hear. The White House had written the next line for him before he even woke up. Subscribe to the Narrative Brief and turn on notifications. One speech lasted 108 minutes. The response lasted 60 seconds. We cover the 60 seconds. That traveled further, the patterns repeat. We slow them down.